Can you hear me now? Is that better? Test, test. Yep, there it is. I think I muted myself by accident when Justine called me. All right.
Functions describe the world.
Well, I suppose we could just switch. On persisted activity event dot type, and then we come in here and we'll just do case statements on each of the event types. It's kind of annoying, but it'll be what it'd be. This will be client uploads metric report. Yoink that. Paste that. Should we just yank here? Do that. Thank you for the follow, Zonk. Had a scare this week with high blood pressure. Let's go. It's finally here, man. All right, let's see here. I need to get a new desk mat. Next one is prospective client completes onboarding assessment. Yoink that. 3 down. Paste that. This is metric report review. And this is going to be user makes payment. And we'll say, we'll make this a immediate invoked function expression, const deserialized event, and we'll say boom, boom, no, boom, 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 then 19 down, wrap that there, that gets that, evoke it, excuse me, then in here, we'll nix that, come in here, user verifies email, what does that have on the payload? That's gonna have, yeah. In fact, I think I wanna just vertically split this now and then open this. And yeah. We wanna look at user verifies email.
Functions describe the world.
User ID string. Yoink. In fact, we can come in here. We can delete this. Now that I think about it, we have a utility for this. Activity event dot user verifies email. And we'll come in and we'll say, this is gonna have a tag. Right? Oh, I don't even need to give it a tag. That's sick. This will have persisted activity event dot the object. Oh, that's on the payload. And then we need user ID, which will be the actor. So persisted activity event dot actor ID. Is of type unknown. So, fine. Maybe we can't use that. We'll just string this. Oh, come on. Are we really gonna do this right now? How do I type this better? Can I type this better?
Functions describe the world.
Does it make an appearance before next Thursday? I have the drop Lord of the Ring Deathmat. Nice. What up, Zen? Thank you for the follows, Yellow and Fours Robin. Appreciate y'all hanging out. I guess we'll extract this type out in a second, but we'll say payload will be a record of a property key to unknown. Yeah, and then we can probably get rid of this, maybe. I don't know if we'd be able to use what I was trying to do before, because I think it's still going to be pissed that email is not a string. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, that makes sense. So let's grab this and extract this to a type. We'll move that over to, where's our events? Right here. And after this struct was at 34 down, we'll drop in here and we'll say this is going to be export type persisted activity event is equal to that. And why are you upset? Oh, we missed the, there we go. And we should use our unify intersection. There we go. And now we should have a nice type there. Nice chat. Noise. Let's add a read only in here. And now we should have, boom. Look at that beautiful type. What up, Whimsical? This will be a, get rid of that. This will be a persisted activity event. There we go. Let's just rename this to event, make it a little bit shorter. And then in here, we will return client uploads metric. It needs to have a client ID. Client ID. It needs to have a report ID. And it needs to have a storage ID. And then we will grab, we want to go to the file we're in. Is it worth using FTP in 2025? File transfer protocol? the entire American financial system runs on FTP. Which I don't know if that's a condemnation or a endorsement. So when we go in the opposite direction for a client uploads, the actor ID is the client ID.
Functions describe the world.
Thank you for the follow, Hans. Which nvim config is this? It's my own. Good morning, Cypher. So the object ID will be the report ID. And the storage ID will be on the payload. Event.payload dot storage ID. Nice. And then our client upload, wait. Do we duplicate this? How many events do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, client uploads metric report. Yep, user signs up. We don't have that one. User signs up. And then the user signs up. As const satisfies user signs up. What else do we have on here? User type. This will always be event dot payload dot user type. Yeah. Okay. Do that. Actually, we should do that. And then the next one will be prospective client. And you have on it that. Throw that in there, deleting word. Change in word. The prospective client ID is the actor ID. Grab that, and this is going to be the object ID. Dot object ID. Okay. Metric report reviewed. Get that type definition. Yoink. Oh, we're gonna have to put the tags on these. All right, that's okay. And the coach ID will be the actor ID.
Functions
so
describe the world.
The report ID is the object ID. And the client ID is on the payload. Yep, and then user makes payment. Grab that type. Yoink that, come over here. Put an object there, paste that in. Delete word. The user ID is the actor. Event.actor ID. The checkout session is going to be the object ID. This will be event.object ID. that. This will be event.payload.stripe price ID. And then we'll do the same thing here. But this will be session ID. Yeah. All right, so we get that. Now we just have to go in and add the tags here. And this will be tag. And then we just paste that and a comma. And we can end that. And then we can come here and we can say @Q. Or where's my @ symbol? I never remember. Okay, it's on my middle finger. @Q. Here. Boom. 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 Then once we get this deserialized event, right? We'll say deserialized event. Yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and we need to do activity event dot is yeah. Well, do we have invariant? No, we'll just throw an error, I guess. If not is event.type as activity event tag, and then we'll pass in the event. Throw new error, invalid activity event retrieved from the database. And we'll do a little backslash action there, and we'll change around that to string templates. And we'll do a little JSON.stringify, and we'll put in the event. And then we know now this should be a activity event, or the deserialized event. Actually, we don't even need this cast, I don't think. Because if we as const this, and just do that, we should get string literals in the type then that match the tags. Default we'll just do the same error. And now our deserialized event should be an activity event. Which we need to return deserialized event. And if we go annotate the return type, just to make sure, that should be good. Ah. What a disgusting error. I can't even read this. Type property email is incompatible, unknown in string. Shouldn't this is, oh, this should be, yep. It should be deserialized event. There we go. Skill issued myself. This freelance project is for a financial advisor who coaches other financial advisors. Okay, so then in here, now we can fetch all of these, right? We can come in here, we can get the const persisted activity event. Try pasting the code into DeepSeek v3. Nah, I don't need that. I don't need AI to solve my problems. So we'll take this and then we'll return persisted activity event and we'll map over it and then we'll deserialize. Does this not map to a persisted activity event? Ah, because it's, yeah. How do I want to do that? So we need a way to cast this. Let's see if I can pick out the return type here. T from since PG table source. Where do you derive T selection? This is annoying, but we're just gonna cast. Because I don't want to do a double. Because I don't think I can go into my schema and there is technically risk here. Thanks, Dennis. Appreciate you. What up, Cyprian? What up, Roasted? What up, everybody? Sorry, I woke up late this morning and I freaking was up in the middle of the night. My dog, Winnie, woke me up at like 4:30 a.m. to go outside, and then I struggled to fall back asleep. So I'm a little tired this morning. So bear with me. Might be a little bit less chatty till the coffee kicks in. If value. How do you assert that something is actually an object in JavaScript? In fact, I know Effect has a utility for this. Object. I'm pretty sure Effect had something for this. It's in like predicates. Is object. Yeah. Is record. There we go. Alright, so we can use that probably. Right, and here we can do is record that event.payload. Otherwise we can do just an empty object, right? Something like that. And then everywhere we're referencing payload in here, right? It'll be something like event.payload. What would just become payload. And then we can delete that. Yeah. There we go. That works. And now we just map over everything, right? Now we have this nice encoding and decoding, or serializing and deserializing API. When we retrieve events, we just select them and we map over them and we deserialize, and that gives us our actual event object. And when we go back the other direction to the database, we just call serialize, pass it in, and it will persist it to the correct object. And they are read-only, so you'll never update it. Yeah. Beautiful. This is in, technically this is part of the backend. I'm using SvelteKit and then a separate like async job processing server, side gamma. So this is for the backend though. Yeah. In fact, I should just yoink that. And we'll use yank around that. Where was those other errors? Those were in deserialize. View around that, paste that in. This will be yoink. Paste that. It's not really type, it's just an invalid activity event. And it's not a payload. Yeah, we'll do that. This would be event.type, and this would be event and this would be the serialized event. Yeah, there we go. In fact, we should do something like this too. Const error equals new error, and then we'll do a console.error error.message, and then we'll throw the error. And we'll do the same thing here. Const error equals new error, console.error, so this shows up in our Vercel logs, error.message, then we'll just yeet that into the void. All right, that looks like the event client we want. Where does this get called? Get all events. We're not using it yet? Yeah, see? Get all events. So now we should have all the events. Which, this is on our coach page, so we should see this working actually. Let's run type checking before we start the server. What is great about EffectTS? EffectTS is basically the Swift army knife for TypeScript. It brings powerful effects like async control, resource management, typed errors, all keeping your code clean and readable. Think of it as supercharged. Honestly, I would scrap the part about side effects, because it's not necessarily all about side effects. It embraces both FP and OOP principles. Basically, it's just like a drop-in replacement for TypeScript standard library. That's how I would describe it. All right, why is this upset? Part of me feels like this is fine. I think our TypeScript server might be fucking confused again. String undefined is not assignable to type string. On which key was that? Description. That is a nullable field.
Functions describe the world.
When did these bork? No, that should be that. Oh, it's because I added that thing to my TypeScript for using schema. This one. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. That's what that was. We'll run type checking again. We should have a lot less errors now. Yeah, there we go. What are you upset about? Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. This is right. So we need to do a user makes payment. So let's just come in here and we can use our new client that we made. So now we have a publish. Here comes this beautiful API. Everyone ready for this fucking beautiful API we made earlier this week? Autocomplete on the names. And it's going to be user makes payment. And then we're going to get a nice autocomplete on the body we need. We need the user ID. So we'll do user.id. And we need our Stripe session ID, which is going to be am I inside this? I am inside that. So we can grab session.id. Do we persist that to the database? Oh, we're not persisting our... What up, Ryan Winchester? Vercel ruined this, man. What can I say? TypeScript has a standard... Exactly, Kraut. Exactly. I think I recognized that voice and words from a YouTube video. You might have seen one of my YouTube videos. The Elixir type system caught a bug for me the other day. I had plus on a decimal when I need... Nice. Yeah, how is the type system coming along? I haven't checked in on Elixir in a hot minute, Ryan. What's I don't know. I probably haven't read anything since maybe like August or September. Are you noticing it? Oh, functions describe the world. Oh yeah, gotcha, Coding Cat. Are you noticing that like it's already, well, obviously you said it already caught and bugged, but like, does it feel good and natural to use? Stripe. Where do I get the price ID? What does this have on it? Session dot. Do I have price object? Check out that session. Invoice dot. It's going. What do you think of when you say good and natural to use? Not TypeScript. TypeScript's type system does not feel good and natural to use. It gets in your way once you get into generics and trying to capture dynamic functionality. Like, I would say Gleam and OCaml have type systems that feel good to use. Like, even Go, like, it just, like, it naturally fits into the language and the flow. Like, it doesn't get in your way. It's just natural, and it doesn't feel like a roadblock or like a chore or a task. You know what I mean? And TypeScript does feel like that a lot of the time. I gotta figure out how to get this Stripe ID, this price ID. All right. We actually need to make a transaction here. So we'll do const underscore equals await db.transaction. Why can't I do that? Transaction, drop into here, we'll yoink this. Put that in there, and then we'll return the user. We can get rid of this. And DB, this will be async. And this will be transaction instead. Yeah. What? He published the other day how set theoretic types could allow you to evolve your data types while writing a library. Oh, I will definitely read that. Put that on the read list for later. Turn typer finish up to 1,000. Hell yeah. You love to hear it. When how often, what is the release cadence on Elixir? So we get user. If user equals undefined. Oh, did we not await something? Oh yeah, there it is. 13 up. There we go. We also need to do await dot transaction. We can do these in parallel.
Describe the world.
We want to insert dot. It's gonna be checkout session dot values. Okay, we have the user ID up there. And we'll get price ID. I need to figure out where to get the price ID from. This expires at. That's got to be on the session, right? Session dot expires at. Yeah. Is it even important to persist this table? What are we doing? Why did I have this in the first place? If we're not querying that and using it, I'm wondering if I even need this. I do want payments. I think I want to change this object. Yeah, the new 18 minor page just came first. Minor versions every 6 months. They will probably come in a patch soon though. Sweet. A checkout session is it's the object that comes from Stripe, but it's a completed checkout session, so we don't really need the expires at. That's not important anymore. I really just need like a payments table, and we can make it generic, and then we can just have like a JSON metadata field that has the Stripe stuff in it. So let's go ahead and just do that quick. Over here, checkout session. It's gonna break a bunch of stuff, but that's okay. We'll change this to payment. Do the same thing there. And I'll have the user ID. Do we need a session ID? That'll be part of the metadata. So let's just add a metadata field, because like I could see switching to Polar, that the Polar payment service that come out is looking pretty damn nice. So let's keep our payment data. generic. And those will go under, we don't need that. Metadata, payment. Yeah, that will work for now. I don't need to go much harder than that. In fact, we don't want to. Whatever, that's fine for now. These should not be able to be updated. These should be... Whatever, that's fine. I mean, I guess we could do like a SKU and a price. Yeah, we'll do it like that. That seems reasonable. See you, Roasted. All right. Let's run our migrations here. So bun run drizzle generate. And we'll do, we want to do that. Create column, create column, create column. I'm guessing, thank you, Boo.
I burned the fuck out of my hand for you today.
Oh, that's not fun.
No, it hurts.
Sorry.
Big owie.
Oh, my tattoo's so itchy.
That was gross.
I'm good, thank you.
I'm itching it for you. I didn't feed
Baxter
him.
bit at me earlier.
What?
Yeah, he got fucking pissed.
At what?
I was like, just, you know, tapping his butt and he turned around and fucking tried to bite me. Yeah.
Well, don't tap his butt. He doesn't like that.
I didn't know that.
He just told you.
Well, he can fuck off.
No, don't do that. That was him communicating.
I'll bite him back.
That's fine. He was saying, hey, leave me alone.
Yeah, don't tap his butt. Can you shut my door?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Do you see this?
Drop column, drop column, drop column. Okay, that looks good. Bodie.
He's coming
Good morning.
to say hello.
I know. I just hate it when he bumps my keyboard.
He didn't. He was far
Good morning,
away.
big man.
I know. Hi.
Did they eat?
Everyone but Baxter.
Alright, go get your puppy chow, Baxter. You're being so extra this morning. No, get out of my face. with the
Maxie.
dogs
Let's go
here.
get food. What'd you say?
You guys are supposed to be on my side.
Wait, are they on my side? Or the dog's side?
They're on the dog side.
Yeah. Yeah, see? Other people said
Cody,
that if you tapped their butt, they'd
down.
bite you too.
Down.
It's not nice to tap butts without
That's
permission.
not what you tell me.
No, I'm pretty sure I yell at you too. I'll start biting instead.
All right, hold on, chat. I have to check a Slack message quick.
Okay, let's go. Let's go get your breakfast, Babsy. Let's get Babsy's breakfast.
Okay, let's run this migration. Drizzle's picked its game up since I upgraded it the other week. It's been doing a little bit better. I've been pretty critical of Drizzle since I've been working on this project, but it hasn't let me down for a while. I do prefer Prisma, I'm not gonna lie. I still like Prisma more. I'm getting the sun in my eyes, so I'm gonna raise my desk. And we're about to get hit by the golden hour anyways, so let's stand for a bit. God rays incoming. I know, it's still like hitting me right here. All right. We got that. All right, we're migrated. That's gonna cause some type errors in here because we don't have a checkout session anymore. We have a payment. Let's go look at the Stripe object here. I'm gonna blur my screen so I can get logged into Stripe. You're using test data, test mode. Okay. All right, we should probably do another migration here where we add the Stripe customer ID to the user. We could put this in another join table, but it feels like overkill right now. I know, I gotta get smart fans. Or fans, smart blinds. God damn it, I hate getting smudges on my glasses. All right. Customer created, that's one we want. We could put an index. No, we'll just do it. We don't need to do that. We don't need to listen on that event. All right, so back over here now, we can grab, that's gonna come off the, where is this? Checkout session completed. It's gonna have a customer on it. So we can come down here and we can set Stripe customer ID is going to be, we'll just grab that and assign it to a variable. Const Stripe customer ID going to equal event.data dot, or we'll just do session dot customer. I promise you the user table has that on it now. Thoughts of wedding rings become just stranger things. Are you serious? Insert that into the payment, and then the payment has a SKU and a payment amount, and this will be that. Why is this upset? Metadata. Yes, but if you don't do it yourself, are you a real engineer? Oh, fuck. I didn't realize I was still blurred. I'm sorry, chat. I've been here working for like 4 minutes. What is this upset about? Number is not assignable to string. Do we make payment amount a string? No. It's numeric. Why is numeric a string? Pro streamer. What up, Nightshade? Chad, if you've never worked with money, never store your financial data as floats or doubles or decimals of any kind. Always store it as some sort of integer value. It's called Keycaster, Dobrook. All right. That should work a little bit better there. I store my financial data as a string. You know, if it's stored as cents in a string or some other, you know, whole number representation, you know, I'm okay with that.
Functions describe the world.
All right, there we go. So where do we get the you son of a bitch? Do I just have to stringify this? Please let this be the issue. Frack. What is this upset about? I swear, if it... We're going here. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. What are you upset about? I think the language user is confused.
Functions describe the world.
Yeah, you feel free to ask any questions, chat. I'm more than happy to engage with questions. Oh, it's payment amount sent, right? Because I skill issued myself. Classic. The skew. All right. Let's pretend that never happened, chat. We didn't see that happen. I got that on my first try. All right, there's got to be... Yeah, amount total. This will be session dot amount total. Watch is going to be null. Jai would be perfect for this question. My question, why are we not doing this in a good language? Guys, I know. Listen. I don't love TypeScript, but this is also like something that will likely get handed over to another engineering team at some point in the future. So like I can't just like write it in OCaml or Gleam or something or Elixir and stamp my name on that. I'm sorry. Do it in Visual Basic? Dude, you joke, but Visual Basic 6 was my first programming language. VB6 was React before React was cool. I started streaming. I tried to write some Vim config and hide cars in my M file. For example, if Doruk, there's a plugin for this. It's called Cloak. I use it. We're gonna get ballsy right here, and we're just gonna open my mvarc and hope that this works. Oh, that was clever. That was clever that I did this. I forgot I did that. Boom, it worked. So there is a plugin called Cloak that will, when you open an environment variable file, will automatically do that for you. And I think it's just called cloak.mvim. Cloak and Vim. I spelled cloak way wrong. Pretend you didn't see that. Lifesaver. Although I still never rolled my Axiom token from yesterday. So if you guys want to start just like posting spans to my Axiom stuff, you completely could. See you, wizard. Very good, Axum. All right. So if we go back now, let's quit out of that so I don't get back there. Let's go to our... I started learning about programming. Nah, man. Some of the best programmers I know started later in life or switched careers. In fact, consistently, I've had this experience across almost every job I've had where some of the best engineers at each company were people that were like musicians or teachers that switched jobs. I wouldn't even worry about it. Just build shit and care about what you're building and be excited about it and be curious, and you'll be just fine. All right, where can we find this skew? It's not going to be on here. We might have to attach the skew to the metadata. Fuck. Maybe we listen to this. Maybe we listen to invoice payment succeeded instead of checkout session completed.
Functions
Actually, I
describe
have major
the
imposter syndrome. I start
world.
building a Vim plugin with Vim script. I have some community to it. After doing the things I imagined, I start feeling like I'm a good dev. Hell yeah, dude. I still get imposter syndrome. Thank you for the follows, by the way. Writes Mishra, and it's Meta, and anyone else I might have missed earlier. Yeah, maybe we should listen to invoice payment succeeded. Is this the same object? Object is an invoice, so yeah, we can listen to either of these. So how do I subscribe? We don't really need this then. We can listen just for invoice dot payment succeeded. It occurs whenever a payment, invoice payment times, what about paid? At times 6. Yeah, we probably want paid. Yeah, we probably want that. We can remove view, save that. And now we're gonna grab, rather than grabbing this is gonna be stripe.invoice. Construct signature, where, right, this will be invoice.paid. And then we're gonna get the Stripe customer ID. That's probably gonna come off of, I wonder if it's still on there, invoice. Yeah, great. This can be probably the same deal. Yeah. I don't know if there's a status on there, invoice.status. Yeah, it looks like that should be it. Appears to be, okay, this should be what, paid? Yeah. And this will be probably the same thing, invoice, amount total, does not exist. Okay, so what is it gonna be? Number? No, object created, currency, customer deleted, due date, discount, life, subtotal, I just want total, amount paid. All right, yeah, we're gonna get a lot more useful information off here. So let's bump this over and let's see what we can get off the invoice paid amount. So we probably want the invoice ID, right? So let's just put the invoice ID. Let's call it the Stripe invoice ID so we don't confuse ourselves. Invoice ID, this will be invoice.id. And we can get Stripe, what else would be important here? Charge. Maybe not, because we can get that off the invoice. We'll grab both of these. Yeah, those will be useful to have. Stripe hosted invoice URL. And that'll be invoice.hosted invoice URL. Stripe invoice PDF. Is going to be invoice PDF. Do we want anything else off here? You never get out of imposter syndrome until you figure out that everyone else is doing. Yeah, exactly. Whenever my ego pumps up low, I watch I don't even know how to say his name. T-Sodes videos. T2SD. Yeah, he's cracked. Do you have any ideas for nvim plugins? Something like monitoring uptime, HTTP client. What would I find useful in nvim? Dude, if you could make a plugin that was a visual editor for creating a NeoVim color theme, that would be sick. Soding. Yeah. That's what I... Yeah, I'll take a look at that. Oh, you're writing it, you're using it as a JavaScript or a remote plugin. Nice. Yeah, I would say just keep going. Yeah, I'm looking at your code right now. Yeah, some of this stuff's even over my head. Like, I don't know Vim script. Like, this is sick. Oh, the plugin I said exists? Oh. Whoops. So we get one object. How do we want to do this? I guess we would just iterate over lines, right? We would get something like what would we do? Be like invoice.lines.map. We have a function that gets a line item, and in here we would basically do what this is doing, right? So we can move this up, move that into there.
Functions
and,
describe the
this can
world.
just be return. Lines.data. So we get the line. So we still have, this will be change in word, line.amount. And the skew will be line dot I guess that'd be description. And then on here, see, I like Lua too much. I think Lua is a great language for small configurations. I wouldn't use Lua for, like, you know, a global proxy, but I would use it for configuring NeoVim. Why is there so much hype about Ghosty? Because the person who's making it deeply, deeply cares about software and put a lot of thought and care into it. And it's actually very good. That's why I like it. Stripe line item ID. Do line.id. And what else do we want on here? I'll put the price ID on, I guess. Yeah. And the last thing will be stripe price ID. That'll be line.price. Most of the time, this should only be one. Price.id. Next summer. On those do rocket, I should have lost her number. So we'll come here and we'll make this a promise and we'll do this all in parallel. And this will be update user promise. And this will be payment row promise. I should have lost her number. And then we'll do const and we'll get the user and we'll get the payment rows, which we don't even really need to care about the payment rows. And we'll do await promise.all and we'll come in here and we'll pass in the update user promise and the payment rows promises. Okay, we got all that. In fact, we probably do want to return the payment rows. In fact, we can just return that, huh? Hello, sir. Does your sour cream cannon have a hoodie? You know, it could. That's the funniest name I think I've ever heard it called. You know, it could. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Gotta find out, right? I switched to WebTerm about a year ago, basically just because I wanted programmable config. Can't convince me yeah. Programmable config is nice unless it's the Nix language, and then I want to kill myself. I fucking hate the Nix language.
Functions describe the world.
Thanks for the follow, Fuda. So what are the things we need from this? We don't really need the payment rows promise. Actually, now that I look at that, I mean, we can return it, but we can probably just ignore it, right? We can just do this and grab that out. Yeah, so the things we'll want, we're gonna need to change the activity event for user makes payment. Because the things we have on this now, let's go back and look at that. We'll get the skew. Or really, we can't even really get the skew. Let's just get rid of this, and this will be a invoice stripe invoice ID, and that'll be a string, and then we'll have a what else does the invoice have on it? Description. Description's null. We'll put the invoice URL on there. Or the invoice PDF. No, we'll put the invoice stripe invoice URL, the string, and then we'll do the amount. I don't think there's anything else we could really need to put on there. Total. Payment amount cents. Yeah, we'll do that. Then we need payment amount cents, which will be invoice at total, and then we'll do all right, that looks pretty good. We're gonna have a type error in here now. The object type on this is going to be an invoice or a payment. And this will have a payment ID.
Can I show you something crazy?
What?
Can I show you something crazy?
Yeah?
Look at my freaking legs.
You should probably go to the doctors for that.
What even is it?
I don't know. You should schedule a doctor's appointment. You have something gray in your hair too, right here.
Yeah, I know. It's makeup.
Okay.
And Justin's gonna wash my hair anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah?
Because I have it right here too. I think it's from itching.
Okay, well, call your doctor. Schedule a doctor's appointment.
Don't tell me what to do. I just wanted
did.
support.
Can you shut my door?
I'm putting on shoes. I will in a sec. Winnie's in with you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, that looks good. Back to webhooks. What is our error down here? Oh, we need a payment ID. Oh. Right. Because it's... Right. We want to do this different. I'm realizing. Winnie! Hey! Dude, come here. No. No barks. It's bad girl. What? Relax. I know. I know. Your life is so hard. I know. I know. I know. Oh dang, I don't know how I want to do this now that I think about this. How do we want to do this? Winnie. I guess we just publish multiple events. Can you do that? Can't you do async for loops? Why is that a promise? That shouldn't be a promise. Why is that a promise? Oh, I forgot to do dot returning. What did I do? What did I do different here? Why transaction update set where returning. This should be Winnie. Do I really have to call execute? I guess so. How is that a promise now? What am I doing wrong here, chat? So we get our transaction. We insert into payment, which is the table, which is fine. We get the payment rows promises, which that we have a promise. I would expect this to be an array of promises rather than a, no, that is. Do we just have to flat map it? I mean, I don't think that's going to change anything, right? Because if I go over here and then go X to X again, it's still going to be the same type. Yeah. But we know we're only ever inserting one, so we know it's going to be safe to do, we can do something like array dot at or take to take. Keep get, is this index? Yeah, get 0. And what does get? That probably returns an option, huh? Yeah, it does. In fact, we'll just do whatever. Rows dot at. This will give us wait, I'm so confused what's happening here. We get, how is that? It does make sense. I'm really struggling here though. Await has no effect on this? Alright, because it would have to be promised at all. We get the payment rows out. Payments are here. Yeah, so we have to map over How is that a promise still? And saying this is, how is it still a promise? Why is it still a promise? This is an array of promises. I think I have to do this. Maybe. This would be dumb. So stupid. JavaScript. So stupid. Okay. And then we need to do the same back in deserialize. All right. Almost there. Let's see, skew, and then we have the stripe. Let's paste that. This will be Stripe invoice ID payload Stripe invoice ID. Do the same thing here, but ID will be URL. URL, and I don't think I have any other fields I need to put on here. No. All right. All right. Let's type check. We just did a pretty chunky refactor. We have a type error and drizzle. Right. Checkout schema doesn't exist anymore. Get checkouts. Are we using that anywhere? I don't think we're using this anywhere. Hopefully not. Yeah, we're not. Great. The page does server, user signs up, activity event. What should this be now? Oh, because it's not coming out of the client anymore. It's coming from the events. Has no member. User signs up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, we have to update this because we updated our activity event client. So we can just do it await activity event dot publish, and this is going to be user signs up, and this is just going to guide us along to our payload. This will be user ID. This will be row.id, and this is going to be user type. Will be prospective client. Always in this flow. We know that. That's weird that that happened. So we fixed that. We can delete that. We fixed that. That's the same file. Vite config. That returns a promise now. What? Is that true? How do I do that then? Svelte kit v plugin. I did not look at the code sample. I ended up figuring it out, but I appreciate you sharing. In fact, I can't resolve the URL for some reason. Weird. The process.
Functions describe the world.
Svelte kit Vite plugin. How do I use this? If it's async. I can't imagine this is supposed to be returning a... It's lazy. How the fuck do I use this? I'm just gonna ignore this because it seems like it's okay. All right, type check again. I'm hoping that if we run the server, we see run dev. I think I deleted the database though. So if we come over here, and I think we have in the root, we have scripts in here. See development data. I think that's old. Yeah, we have a scripts in here. I think we have npm scripts actually, yeah. So we'll do a bun run. We'll add user coach. Yep. Great. And then we'll just go through the full flow on signing up a new client. So I should be able to, in one screen, let's go ahead and go to an incognito window, Command-Shift-N, and let's go to localhost there. And I should be able to log in as the coach on this side. Come on. It'll be Dylan.Mulroy plus coach at gmail.com. foobar, remember me, sign in. That should take me to the dashboard. Yep, no events, should have no clients, exactly. So then on this side, let's go do the same thing, except we're gonna make a new account as a client. So let's sign up. We'll come in here, we'll just say my name is gonna be, let's see, Doe Rook. And we'll say 717-867-5309. And we'll say the email is just gonna be this. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll do plus client 1, or we'll do 0. And we'll do foobar, create account. We get a verify email. Just got that sent to me. Great. Go grab that code. In fact, we can just close this and go from here. Doruk pronounces Doruk. Doric, Doruk. Am I getting that right? Fire. Let's say 40. Improving my book of business from keeping you from your truest potential. Blah blah blah. Boom, boom. Nine, 10. That's a 4. Upload the performance metrics report. That'll be good. That's interesting that errored over there. And that didn't grab the file, which was weird. That might be a bug. I bet we got an error because we started to get activity events, because that's polling on activity events. All right, I gotta wrap up chat. I think I might have a 10 o'clock, so let me see. No. Actually, I do have another minute here. Let me see if I can just fix this real quick. So this is gonna be activity events card. And in here, I would have expected us to have type issues. Yep, there they are. I don't know why type checking didn't catch that. And now we should get a bunch of type errors in here. 17. Yep. Boy. I forget how to get the each. How do I get the index? Index. It's going to be a comma I. As event, comma, index. And how do I set the key? It will be this index. Yeah, there we go. Event. Oh, the events don't have create timestamps. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yep, we're gonna have to do this tomorrow. LOL. So we can at least probably don't see in there it happening. But if we looked at the server logs and we did a log to just confirm that this is working, we can go to the endpoint for here, page.server, and we can console.log activity events here. And let's pump that up. Yeah, there they are. It's exactly what we would expect to see. And then if we come back over here, we can go to, now that will break. Will it break? If you go to coach/clients, you go here. I click approve. Check this out. This should, when I click approve on the coach dashboard, it should kick this into a screen for collecting payment. So we say, I have my stuff over here. We click approve. This should be polling. Boom. But I never collected payment. So we have a bug there. What up, PJ? All right, let's wrap up. We made good progress today. We'll clean up our activity events table because we really need to get it into here. And then also on the home screen, which is gonna 500 probably, maybe, guess not. But we will. I'll probably. I always say I'm gonna stream on the weekends, and I never do, but we'll see. And we're going to raid. We'll go Togglebit. He raided us yesterday. Doing some Zig. Sweet. Have a good day, chat. Appreciate all of y'all.